Good morning, boys and girls. It's Miss Preller here with your skills block lesson of the day. For today's lesson, you're going to need a whiteboard, like that plastic sleeve that we sent you, and your dry erase marker. If you don't have that, you can use a pencil and paper. Now, our learning target is I can add or change a phoneme, that means a sound, in a one-syllable spoken word to make a new sound. So that means in those simple words, we're changing sounds and making new words. And I can use the Chunky Monkey reading strategy. We'll go over what that means in just a second. Here's our phonemic blending and segmenting song. Sing it with me if you know it. We can say a new word by changing one sound. Replace s with r, turning sound into round. We can change sounds at the beginning, middle, or end. Then say our new word, remember to blend. So earlier I had talked about the Chunky Monkey strategy. That's where you read the chunk you know. And today we're going to work with words with the ink chunk at the end and the ank chunk at the end. So that's the word family. That means that it's going to end the same way. It's going to end with ink or ank. And you'll see what I mean in just a second. So take a look at this word. Look at the ending chunk. Is it ink or ank? It's ink because it has the letter I there saying the I sound. So now we're going to put the beginning sound with the ending chunk and read it really fast. Let's try it. Ink, pink. See how fast that was when we read the chunk we knew? Now we're going to change the p in pink to s. So let's read the chunk we know. We've got ink, sink. Were you able to do that fast because you read the chunk you knew? Good job. Now we're going to change the s in sink to w. So again, we see that chunk we know. We've got w, ink. Did you hear wink? Nice job. Now we're going to start with a new word. We're going to start with the ank family. I can hear that this is ank, or I can see that this is ank because it's got that A there, and A says a. Now, take the t and put it with ank. You try. Did you get t, ank, tank? If you did, great job. Okay, I still see that ank sound at the end, but this time I see two letters at the beginning. Try saying both of these letters together. Ready? Did you get blank, blank, like a blank piece of paper? Try one more time with me. Blank, blank. Yeah, this is a blend. We had to blend those two sounds together. Okay, so we're going to change the bull in blank to h. We see that chunk we know, so we're going to read it fast. Try it. What word did you hear? Did you do ank, hank? Great work. Now we're going to move into a new learning target, which is I can read and spell words by changing one phoneme at a time. And remember, phoneme is just a really fancy word for the sound in the word. Here's our chaining song. Now let's use some letters to make a word like can. Replace the C with the letter D, and now we have Dan. We can do it at the beginning, the middle, or end. Then we'll read the new word, remember to blend. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get my whiteboard and my dry erase marker, and then we're going to do a little chaining or word magic. Today, instead of using my tile board, I wanted to use my sound boxes just like you guys have. And what we're going to do today is a little word magic. We're going to tap out the word using our left hand palm up, write it down, and then I'm going to give you a new word. And your job is to tap it out and listen for how the word needs to change, what letter needs to change to make that new word. So let's do a couple together to practice. The first word is met. Tap out met. At. Met. Okay, now that I've tapped it out, I gotta write it down. So I've got What letter says You're right, the letter M. What letter says eh? Some kids want to say A, some kids tell me E. So let's think about that. Which one says eh? This is where I think about alligator and elephant. Say alligator, elephant. Which one is saying eh? That's right, the letter E. At. And there we have our T. I always like to go back to the beginning and hear each sound to help me with the next one. So that is met. Now we're going to change met to say men. So what needs to change to turn met into men? Let's tap it out. And men. Does that need to change? Nope. Does that need to change? No. Does the T need to change? Yep, we don't need that letter T anymore. We need the letter N. So we just did our word magic to change met into men. Now we're going to change men into pen. Tap out pen. Did you say pen? Okay, let's check it. Does that say p? No. Does that say eh? Yeah? Yes. So our beginning sound needs to change men into pen. Pen. Good work. Now we're going to change pen into pun. Tap out pun. 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 So, does that say p? Does that say No. So we're going to erase the middle sound, the letter E. What letter says If you said U, you're correct. U, umbrella, pun. Good. You just changed pen to pun. Now I need you to change pun to hun. You tap it out. Which one of these needs to change pun into hun? If you said the letter P, you're correct. What are we changing it to? H. That says hun. Good. Now we're going to change hun into hut. Which one needs to change hun into hut? If you said the letter N, you're correct. What are we going to change that to? Yep, the letter T. Now we need to change hut into nut. Tap out nut. Did you tap out nut? Which sound needs to change hut into nut? You said H, you're correct. And what are we going to turn that into? Yep, the letter N. Now we need to change nut to net. Tap out net. Did you hear net? Which one needs to change? At. If you said the middle sound, you're correct. We need to change the sound to the sound. Which letter says You're right. We're back to that letter E again. Net. Now we need to change net to let. What sound needs to change net to let? Tap it out. Did you say the letter L? If you did, you're correct. We don't need that N anymore. We need the letter L. So now we have let. Now we're going to change let to lut. Remember that sometimes we work with nonsense words. Those are words that don't make any sense. So we're going to change let to lut. Ready, go. Lut. Which one of these sounds needs to change? You're right. We don't need the E anymore. We're going to change that to the letter U. That makes it lut. Okay, and we are going to end there for today. You guys did an amazing job listening to each sound at the beginning, the middle, the end, and changing our word. My reflecting on learning question of the day is, how can we figure out the middle sound in the word nut? Think about what you can do. Good. So I hope you said maybe tap out the word and listen for what sound is in the middle of that word as you tap using that middle tapper finger, or use your sound boxes and look for what's in the middle of the sound. So let's go ahead and tap out the word nut and see if we can hear what's in the middle. Ready? Go. Nut. What was in the middle sound, boys and girls? If you said the short U sound, you're correct. How's tapping out words and listening to all those sounds going to help us with reading and writing? Well, good readers and writers can tap out words quickly or blend them and read them quickly to make new words. The faster that we can do that, the better we're going to be with reading and writing, and the more fluent, the more smooth we're going to be. So this is a really good skill to practice. It's been great learning with you guys, and I can't wait to learn with you again tomorrow.